So I don't exactly know what I'm going to say yet, and it might be long-winded, but please bear with me as I try to get my thoughts together. So today is March 18th, 2015, and this marks 10 years since one of my best friends passed away, Austin Andrew Staples. Now, for those who can guess about how long ago that was, he was 12. And we were in the 6th grade. Now, when you're in the 6th grade, you do not really think about death at all. When you're a kid, you think you're invincible. You think you can do whatever you want. You think you can do everything. You can climb mountains. You can fly. You don't think about cancer. Cancer is not something that is on your mind. I'll never forget the phone call that we got. Austin didn't make it. And it's hard to think about the fact that the first person I lost in my life that I was really close to is someone my age. Austin probably has no idea how much he has impacted my life since his passing. But because of that, I had to make this video because I have to make sure that I don't let his legacy die. So Austin and I met back in elementary school, and in the 3rd grade, Austin was diagnosed with a brain tumor. In the 3rd grade, you're more focused on going out and having fun at recess, or what's for lunch, or girls have cooties. I don't even know. I just know that you learn how to multiply and learn about the countries of the world, but you don't have to think about brain tumors. Cancer is not something you learn about in the 3rd grade. So for Austin to have cancer at the same time when he's trying to learn simple math, it doesn't add up. Austin was a very strong young boy because I don't know how he was able to fight cancer for 4 years. He fought and he fought, and Austin has been the person who has given me the most strength over the past few years to actually become the man that I am. I'll never forget Austin's funeral because that's when it really, hit me that Austin was gone. I'll never forget the song that was playing. I can only imagine when that day will come. And it's really tough because that every time I hear that song, it tears me up inside because that just reminds me, that day came for Austin, and Austin had to leave this earth. Do I think it was too soon? Yes, but that is not my field to judge. God had a plan for Austin, and I just have to assume that God's plan was carried through. Now, I don't feel that it's fair, and it's not good for me to feel that way, but I don't. I feel that Austin was shorted years that he never truly got to understand life. Austin didn't get a chance to understand the past 10 years. He didn't get a chance to go to high school, college. He missed out on so much, and it's hard for me knowing that I'm here while Austin's in heaven and he never got to experience this. So because of that, over the past years, I've focused on one motto, and I'll never forget, they handed out little wristbands at the funeral, and they said on them, "I believe A.A.S." And that's because we believed in Austin. Austin fought for so long, and he fought so hard. He stayed so strong. And he showed that we can believe in ourselves because we can do so much more than we would ever think. I can promise you this, when Austin was diagnosed with a brain tumor. No doctor that he talked to told him that he would have 4 years to live. No one thought that he was going to be able to fight it that long, and he proved them wrong because he believed in himself, and we all believed in him. And so the years went on, and I would wear the wristband every day, and then it got to the point where I'd wear it when I remembered, and then sometimes I wouldn't even remember to wear it. And then it snapped. And when the wristband snapped, I was kind of distraught because this was my only way of remembering Austin. And then I realized that a wristband is not how you remember someone. It's how you carry your life. And from that point on, I've pretty much tried to live my life the best I can because I'm no longer living my life for myself. I'm living my life for Austin as well. Because for everything that Austin didn't get a chance to do, I'm trying to give him that chance through me. My biggest thing is I don't want to waste any of the time that God has given me because you never know when your time is up. You never know who you can impact and how you can use your time, skills, abilities that God has given you to actually change the world. So in third grade, when Austin was diagnosed with the brain tumor, he went through chemotherapy, and that's a process that tries to kill the cancer, but oftentimes it makes you lose your hair. So Austin has no hair in the third grade, and kids are mean. Kids would make fun of people for having no hair. Kids would make fun of people for anything. So I thought it would be cool to cut my hair off, so that way he wouldn't have to be alone. So now there were two bald people. I don't think I truly understood what I did when I was a kid, but I really understand it now. And I kind of incorporated that into this year. So this summer, I kind of grew my hair. I grew my hair out just because I didn't feel like getting it cut. And I came back to school, and everyone's like, "You're gonna cut your hair now?" And I thought I was, but then I thought about it. I've always wanted to do something symbolic to continue Austin's legacy and to actually pay respect to him for everything he's done for me to help strengthen me through all of my conquests and all of my trials and tribulations I've gone through, because I wouldn't be able to do half the things I do now without the strength that he has given me from believing in his fight. So I decided to keep growing my hair out. And over the past 11 months, I grew my hair until it was huge out here. It looked like I was walking around, I had a bush on my head. And for this date, March 18th, 2015, the 10 years remembrance since the day Austin passed, I decided to cut all my hair off. And this is out of support for not only Austin, but anyone who has gone through this fight with cancer. This is out of support for anyone who has lost the battle, but especially for those who have fought the battle and won. You did it. But that doesn't mean it's over. You need to use what you've done and motivate others, because there are still people fighting the battle now. People who are not sure if they'll make it. You need to encourage them. And that's not just for those who have beaten cancer. That's for everyone who has someone who has gone through cancer, who's lost someone to cancer. We as a people need to be able to encourage each other. We have a problem where we break everyone down, and that helps no one. We need to put our efforts towards positive things. You want to change the world you live in, not for you to be better, but for everyone to be better. Because if you grow by yourself, then that means you're doing something wrong. You need to grow and help others grow as well. Because life's a pipeline. I've always had someone to help me get to where I am. So it's wrong for me to not help those coming after me. Anyone following in my footsteps, I should leave a great path for them to follow. So for the memory of Austin's legacy and his importance to me, I decided to start a scholarship for the Chesterfield County Public School System, which is where Austin and I both started school, back at home in Chesterfield, Virginia. Now, I'm currently in the process of finishing the applications and getting everything together. So that will be out within the next few weeks, hopefully in the middle of April. I'll have it sent out to every school in the county. But the scholarship is going to be the Austin Andrew Staples Memorial Scholarship. And the reason for this is to continue his legacy and for people to understand that Austin may have been gone for 10 years, but he is not forgotten. And the impact that he had on the people that knew him and had the pleasure to actually understand who he was will be more than a lot of the kids these days know. There will be two $500 scholarships that will be awarded to two high school graduating seniors who will be attending a 4-year institution after graduation. Now, $500 may not be much, but it can make some difference. I've been wanting to do this for some time just because I know the importance that Austin had to me, and I know the importance of college and actually pursuing higher education. Some people may not need the 500. If you don't need it, don't apply. That's fine. But for those who might actually be able to use it, if you know someone who fits the qualifications, please let them know. Be on the lookout in the next few weeks because there will be something posted. I just want to do something nice to be able to help people because my job as a disciple here, it's to fulfill God's will. And God wants us all to leave a legacy. A quote was told to me one time, and it was basically, if you leave and the work that you did is not recognized, then you didn't do your job. If I leave this earth and I didn't change anything, I didn't impact any one person at all, then I didn't do my job. My job is to help change the world. My job is to help bring up someone who can be my protege, who can help other people, because we're supposed to help each other. I haven't done anything by myself. The way I got to where I am now is because of the support of my team. I have a community, I have a family who's helped me. I have God who's helped me through all of this. I have my faith. I have Austin always on my side in my heart because he has helped me believe in his fight. And that helped me believe in myself. Because there have been times when I just couldn't do it. I couldn't make it. And I thought about it. How did Austin feel when he is being battled by cancer? Should he just give up? If Austin didn't give up, then why should I? Why should I believe that I can't be all that I have the potential to be? So I want you to understand that you have the potential to do great things, but don't waste your time and forget that you were put here for a reason. Your job is to find your purpose. And by finding your purpose, you can help more people than you would even know. You can change so many things. You know, half the things we have now, all the things we have now, we would not have if someone just said, you know, I can't do it, it's too hard, I give up. You have to believe. Believe in yourself, believe in others, support others. You have to help others. You can't just be selfish. You have to make sure that you push others to do everything they can. I'll always believe because of Austin. And, you know, I can't ever repay everything he has given me over the past few years. And I know that he is looking down on us, and I know that he's seeing this. And I just hope that he understands. He may be gone, but he's not forgotten. Austin, we love you. You meant so much to us. I miss you. And I really don't know where we would be now as friends. I don't know where our friendship would be, but I know that I miss you, and you meant a lot to me. I know your parents miss you. I know your brother Cameron misses you. I know how hard it must be for him to not have his guiding older brother here to help him. But we all know that you're here inside of our hearts, and you really make an impact. And it's our job to continue what you started.